Hello everyone! And although the full episode 77 came out not such a long time ago, we already got the new information regarding episode 78. Because Boom gave out a few pretty huge interviews recently. The first one with Steak and the next one with two Russian skibidi YouTubers named Armhov and Razoplay. So in this video I'll tell you specifically what Boom said about episode 78 and what we should expect from it. And I'll also explain to you exactly what will be going on in it because I have enough clues to understand that. Will episode 78 just as epic and crazy as the full episode 77, or focused more on the lore? What happened to G-Man and Astro Juggernaut that flew away at the end of the previous chapter? Who G-Man really is, and what role did he play in Astro Faction, and why he eventually escaped? So if you want to know all the answers to these questions, then get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end. And let's go! And be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel where I make a lot of great skibidi content. And also don't forget to visit my Discord channel. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's continue. And let me start with the new interview that Boom gave out to two more skibidi YouTubers recently. Both Armhov and Razoplay decided to ask him specific questions that Steak didn't mention during his last interaction with Boom, but I chose only those questions that were relevant for the future episodes. Both YouTubers also spoke with the skibidi creator in Russian, so I'm going to show you the original messages but will translate them for you in English. So Armhov asked from Boom, at the end of the full episode 77 we were given some hints about the secret agent due to the glitches. Does that mean that he'll start acting up pretty soon? Will he directly help the skibidi toilets and the Alliance, or he'll keep doing that from the shadows as he used to? To which Boom answered, he is always observing and acting. At all the moments something unusual happens. And this is basically the more developed answer to the question that Steak asked from Boom recently regarding the secret agent as well. But based on the amount of details that skibidi creator gave to Armhov, I think that we may see the secret agent pretty soon as the plot line with him can become more developed. But will it happen in episode 78 exactly? To be honest with you guys, I'm not so sure because previously to that, all the plot arcs involving the secret agent and his apprentices, especially Lucky Cameraman, were happening in the secret scenes during the season compilations. So I believe that very soon we will see the wrap-up of another season of Skibidi Toilet series with several more secret scenes. And that's where the secret agent may appear again as a whole character and not as a cameo on the background. And I also think that's where we'll finally see the continuation of the plot arc between the captured Lucky Cameraman and Detective Cameraman, which was staged by the secret agent as a part of his plan. Okay, and now let me mention another question to Boom, but this time from Razoplay, who asked him, did TV men teleport their entire base to some other place? And how does this technology work? To which Boom answered, most likely it was happening within the base itself. I grew up watching the Miyazaki's movies, so I was inspired to make this technology similar to the portal in the doorframe from Howl's Moving Castle. There were 4 identical hulls of the bases that are located underground in different parts of the Earth. So when TV men changed the location of the base and teleported away from Alaska, the Astro toilets found nothing but empty area and debris underground. And when I saw this answer from him, I literally cheered, because every single prediction that I made about TV men and their relocation from my last video came out to be true. So if you are interested to learn where most likely TV men teleported to in the full episode, you can check out this video of mine after you'll finish this one. And let it also be a proof to you guys that most of my predictions are based on the important details and facts then later turn out to be true. Okay, and now let's move on to 2 remaining questions regarding episode 78 in specifics. So Razoplay also asked Boom, you said that the next epic episodes will start from episode 80. So what can we expect from episodes 78 and 79 then? To which Boom said, there won't be any not fire or filler episodes, but there will be a clear difference between fire and hell. And I wonder if Boom referred as hell to the events of the full episode 77 though, or maybe we'll see something even crazier in episode 78. But before I'll give you my own opinion on this, let me also mention the last question from Razoplay to Boom, which sounded like this. Regarding episode 80 and higher, what makes those so epic? Some massive battles, power scale changes, unexpected plot twists, or something else? To which Boom answered, the lore is moving forward with big steps, and some of its secrets get revealed. I prefer creating more personal and unique battles between separate characters, instead of making just expected unequal battles or army-on-army ones. But that doesn't mean that those battles won't be as epic or impressive. Okay, and here's what I personally learned from this interview. Boom gets pretty tired of creating massive epic battles involving whole masses of characters just for the sake of adding some cool battles to his episodes. Each battle should also serve a specific purpose for the plot, and that's why Boom especially loves making unique and unnerving battles between some special characters that can carry the plot of the series further. And that's where I want to share my predictions on how episode 78 is going to evolve with you guys. And I think that most likely we will see the development of the conflict between the upgraded G-Man and the Astro Juggernaut. We saw how they flew away somewhere at the end of the full episode 77, and I think it was made for a reason. It was heavily hinted that they intended to battle one another, but not in the thick of the regular skirmish between Skibidi Toilets and Astro Fleet, but somewhere more specific. After all, G-Man knew Astro Juggernaut well because both of them must have been pretty high up the Astro Toilets hierarchy when G-Man was still a part of it and played a role of the commander. And given what Boom said about how he loves making unique battles between specific characters, I think the confrontation between these two could go deeper into their shared history, uncover the dark secrets of G-Man's past, and shed light on the origins of his defection from the Astro Toilets in the first place. I think it's more than possible that at one point the real events of episode 78 will be crossed with the flashbacks of either G-Man or Astro Juggernaut, and that's where we will finally get revealed of the G-Man's past. Because after all, Jimmy's backstory was always one of the most anticipated secrets to reveal in the Skibidi Toilet series. And we all have already long speculated about his motivations for defecting to the Skibidi army, and whether his actions were fueled by vengeance, strategy, or some sort of ethical awakening after he saw what Astro Toilets do to the planets they conquered and their inhabitants. We would see how and why he did become a part of Astrofaction, and it's pretty likely that he could have been forced to do so. Maybe he was infected in the similar manner Titan TV Man was at the end of the full episode 77. Let's imagine the possibility that G-Man was also taken by Astro Toilets from other planet and made a part of their army. And if this theory may be true, then G-Man may have initially acted loyal to his Astro superiors, potentially earning trust and ascending the ranks to become a commander. However, his rise might have been just a calculated ploy to gather intelligence, steal key technologies from the elite Astro Toilets, and ultimately escape to Earth. Let's say he could have leveled up in his rank as Astro Duke would decide that G-Man forgot everything Astro Toilets took from him, but it turned out to be a ruse from G-Man acting like he forgot his origins. So after all that, G-Man could have escaped to Earth with the clear plan to betray his former oppressors and create his own Skibidi army to defeat them once and for all. This twist would show us that G-Man is more complex than we thought, and he's not just a defector but a strategic mastermind who wants to have revenge against his former oppressors. And by the way, do you guys remember Astro Duke? Boom did not actually forget about him. And although this character didn't appear in the full episode 77, we will definitely see him some other time soon. And could it be episode 78 or 79 for him to mark his debut in the series? Well, at least I think that he may be featured in G-Man's flashbacks as a leader of the whole Astro faction, or someone close to it. And I already talked a lot about Astro Duke in my previous videos and his possible battle abilities and functions within the Astro faction, so I won't be repeating myself here. But what if Astro Duke could have played a similar role to Jimmy in the past as Astro Duchess was to Titan TV Man? What if he was the one to initiate G-Man and humiliate him a lot in the process? Because in this case, the Jimmy's vendetta could be really personal and aimed at Astro Duke specifically, but that's just my speculation at this point. In any case, I think that episode 78 will be focused on G-Man and his past connections to Astro Toilets, and what we will see in this episode will probably change his character for us completely. We may learn his backstory and motives to act the way he acts now, as well as the important pieces of lore behind the Astro faction. Boom already mentioned how he wants to focus on lore more in episodes 78 and 79, while the epic battles will be saved for episode 80 and higher. So I think it's more than likely that we'll get revealed of both G-Man and Astro Toilet's origins. And besides just that, the outcome of the actual battle between G-Man and Astro Juggernaut can be significant for the plot of Skibidi Toilet as well. The results of their battle could shift the major balance of power, which is already quite shaky after the terrible loss of TV Men, with potential consequences for both the Skibidi army and Astro faction. If G-Man wins, his position within the Skibidi army would be even more solidified, and could boost the morale of the Alliance as well, which would be quite necessary after what happened in the full episode 77. However, Jimmy's potential loss might leave him vulnerable while creating opportunities for Astro Toilets to strike back and make the future for the Alliance even more grim it is right now. And that was all for today. Write in the comments below about how excited you are to see the episode 78, and be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss my new videos, and also to my Discord where you can contact me directly and get lots of info for my subscribers only. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!